Good morning, everyone. My name is George Kosh. I'm the CEO of WorldProfit, and today is the 19th day of September 2025. Welcome, everyone. I figured we'd have a lot more people today because of our special announcement about some stuff that we've been working on. I think you're going to be very happy to see what we've fairly pretty much completed this project to get it off the ground. And then to build it into something is going to take time, but we're going to start it today. We're going to show you folks everything that we've built. We go back a long time with WorldProfit. We started back in 1994, and it was just an idea. The internet was, well, nobody believed in it, that's for sure. But we did. We saw the future, and we're here now. My background is not in business. I'm much like most of, well, the brand new silver and platinum members that are in here, that you can feel a little bit lost, confused, overwhelmed, and things like that. And that's normal. That's how we felt. And we didn't have a manual or a boot camp or AIs or anything back then to help us out. But we're here. We are primarily a support company where we offer people support to build their business online, either in existence or something that you want to build. We train you how to promote your affiliate programs. You get a website, you get everything under one hood, as we like to say. All the tools, all the training, everything is done at worldprofit.com. My background is military. I got out of school. I joined the military right away through military college, very much like people go to West Point and Annapolis, and we have Royal Military College here in Canada. So I finished my 4-year degree in physics and then went on to get my wings and fly as a pilot, with my last posting being as an instructor on the jet trainers, which was awesome. But I got out, and here we are. The internet just coincided with getting out, and I loved computers. I knew how to program, and hey, we learned a lot. Believe me, we learned a lot, and we've put all of that into this training package. At first, you're going to feel very confused about how we teach you to promote because you've never seen this before. It's existed with Walmart, Costco, Amazon. They all do this, but nobody knows what to look for. And that is lead generation by getting people to do things for free. And we all know that's the case with all of these major brands and major stores and businesses. They always give you something for nothing. And there's no strings attached at all. But you're considered a lead at that point. When you walk into the store, you're a lead. You haven't bought anything yet. You could walk right through the whole store and walk out and buy nothing. That's the same thing that we learned, and we had no idea that people are compulsive window shoppers. And that's a good thing. I mean, that's what keeps the economy going. And that's how you become successful online, is by buying things, buying traffic, buying silver membership, things like that. So we're going to teach you through lesson 3 in the bootcamp training how to get started doing that. We're going to teach you how to promote. And that's easy to find. There's training link on the top menu, and you'll go through that, and that's going to take you through some videos. And the first video is very important. It's going to show you around. And then the next video is about how to promote. Okay, so that's all there for you. Make sure you don't just watch these videos. You definitely don't want to just watch them. You want to do the videos. Go through and do the promotion, do the program. Many people do not do that, and that's what leads to the confusion, is because there's so many things in the member area that you just want it all done. I just want all of this. And then you get very confused because you don't know, you just end up chasing your tail after a while, right? All we're going to teach you to do is to promote. And that is, in some cases, for many people, very painful because it requires work. It requires learning and study and using the different tools to do this. But the second video is step by step. And it's very easy once you have joined one program. and they're all free to join. Everything that we show you, where you can promote, because you're just going to simply join sites, copy and post ads, and repeat the process to generate leads. Now, where do these leads go? They come into WorldProfit as free associates, but they're also your leads too. They're your associates that you've sponsored, and you have access to them. And as you're going to find out, we also have somebody else who has full access to them and speaks for you. They're there on your behalf, and we'll see that on today's topics. Remember our support 7 days a week. We even have an AI now that is in there to help you, and I'll show you that. Make sure you get a Gmail account. We just had a recent sign up. I got into the silver program. I think he had to really check a special spam folder or something, but he wasn't on Gmail. Gmail will let our email go through because we pay to send it. So also a big plus with Gmail is you can sign up for a lot of sites with your Gmail account, which is kind of cool, where it says, would you like to sign up with Gmail? And then you can. Okay. So does this all work? That's the big question that I've always gotten. People like, this isn't working. And I always turn it back on them and say, listen, you signed up through a process that you are not doing. 99% of the time, that's the case. I check the ad tracker and say, you're not promoting. That's why the system isn't working. You came here through your sponsor promoting. You signed up on a page for something for free. You came in, you kicked the tires, you checked things out, and you said, yeah, I want to upgrade. But I always put it back on them and say, do you remember that? And I think it's kind of shocking, right? Because I go, yeah, come to think of it, I forgot lesson 3. I forgot that's the reason that you promote, is because my sponsor promoted, I saw a promotion and I answered it and I signed up. So the system works. It works 100% of the time. You just have to put the effort in. And that's, I've been trying to teach that for 30 years and it works. I mean, we wouldn't be a company. We wouldn't be around if that didn't work. But I wish I could get to more people with that. I really, truly, that'd be my only wish, is that I somehow could isolate each and every one and sit there with them and explain it. And, short story, many, many years ago, I had neighbors. One of the kids signed up because I said, hey, sign up, give it a try. And this kid sat at a chair with me and I went through it. And they said, kind of that, this is it? And I said, yeah. Now do you know why nobody's doing it? Why some people are making money and others aren't? It's because it's work. And kids, right? Well, I just want to be an administrator at, second in charge of Microsoft. Well, you can't do that. You have to start at ground zero. Oh, wow, So WorldProfit attracts people that want to start at the top and you can't. You got to start right down at the bottom and build a business into something. And it takes time, but it works. So this first video is going to cover for you, and I'll show you where the video is here. Let's just go, go into the member area here and click on training and start training here, or you can always use this start here button. And this first video will take you through how to get going with your commission, payout preference, how to set up your profile area, and find your way around the member area, how to do support, things like that. There's also an ebook version. It's also going to show you how to get your advertising, Diamond Ruby, Traffic Blaster. You're going to have a little bit of information on the new AI that we have, Sophia. And the fact that when you do sign somebody up, you don't need to worry about it. You don't need to worry about the associates that you receive from upgrading. we send a newsletter out every single day, and we pay to send it. We use paid email so that we hit as many inboxes as possible. So think of WorldProfit as the autoresponder that works on your behalf. So every time you sign somebody up to go on the newsletter, they receive a newsletter. Okay. You might eventually say, is there any way to make this posting stuff faster and all that? Yeah, underneath cool tools, you'll find an area that includes Jitbit auto text, RoboForm, and email client, which will help you. All right. Are there any questions? Does anybody have any questions about anything? This workshop is just me sitting here going through the stuff. I'm open to comments and questions if any of you have them. But I know everybody wants to wait for the topics. So what we've done is, all of you know this by now, that we have an AI in the member area that I just released, and it's in chat mode. So you can start chatting with basically a sales coach. And we've called her Sophia, and she will do as best she can to help you. And as soon as you're finished, you will receive an email of your communication so that you have a copy of it. So if you're chatting to Sophia and you say, oh boy, I wish I could keep track of this stuff, it'll be emailed to you. Okay, and we'll probably add a little message at the bottom saying, thank you, check your email box for the transcript, right? You also have the ability now over here, I decided to put this here, WorldProfit's training GPT. If you click that, it will pop up to GPT that is specifically trained again on WorldProfit. Okay, so if you have questions or anything like that, and obviously support is number one. Click on support. If you have complex questions about something, that an AI won't know, right? Like I put in 5 diamond rotators and the 5th one, there's an error. Well, the AI won't help you with that. It's really there to just kind of make suggestions to you. Now, on the other hand, we also have a different GPT in the associate area. And here's an example of the associate area here, which I wanted to show you. So I'm logged in now as an associate member. You can see right up here, it says associate ID. And down here, you'll see the AI that you can connect with. That is your associate, either by voice or by chatting. And, you can say things like, I would like more information on the silver program. Okay, stuff like that. And Sophia will now connect and answer the questions as much as possible. We are making sure that she is programmed to give them a link to the silver membership upgrade. If it comes up in the conversation, that way they can just click the link and go. Eventually, it will be able to switch the page in the browser to that order form. Now, this is all on your behalf because you have a special area now, and I'm going to show it to you, where all these transcripts and things go. Now, when I am talking as an associate, the sponsor will get a copy of this immediately now. Okay, does that make sense? As soon as your associate that you've sponsored talks to Sophia and the chat ends, you will receive an email, right? And the email will look something like this. I'm going to try to find it somewhere here. I might get one. I'll tell you what, I'm going to just end the call. In other words, okay, thanks, conversation's over, hit the refresh. There will be a close button in there. So now you've seen that the conversation has ended, and I should be getting an email saying, hey, your associate was in here speaking to, I'm sure some of you have already received them, right? Here, I'll show you. There. So I just received this now as the sponsor. It says transcript of chat with Sophia's AI, da 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 da. Now, what you can do with this, we will put probably a paragraph in here somewhere that says, hey, this is a sale maybe, right? This is somebody who's active, who's in the member area right now, who's now active and is interacting. These leads are gold. There's two types of leads, right? There's a lead that just comes in and posts an ad and leaves. That's fine. They're still great leads. There's nothing wrong with them. But when they engage, that's a big deal to us, right? That's a very big deal. I'll probably get rid of the conversation ID and things like that. I don't need those things. But this is important. Now, say that you lose track of this, right? Well, I got the email. I don't remember them. That's what today's special is all about. You go under AI and you click Sophia AI chats. And now this is new, this is live. You can actually see this in your member area. Every chat that happened from a week ago is in here. We put it all in a database for you. And I want you to read this. It says, Sophia is working around the clock for you. Every chat with your sponsored associates is captured here, giving you insider access to their real questions, concerns, and buying signals. These summaries are your sales advantage, helping you follow up with confidence, build stronger connections, and enjoy more upgrades and commissions with less effort. So you can search in here, you can open up, and importantly, you can read these transcripts over and over again, all you want. Now, because I'm basically a tester here, there will be a button up here that says Prospect Manager. If they're connected in your prospect manager, which they all are, you got to remember, I don't have any real sponsored associates that are in my prospect manager, but you'll be able to click a button and go over and see them in the prospect manager and then send out a letter to them or a message that you've pre-prepared for just such an occasion. Okay, so this area will always be here. It will be paginated and everything. You can search it. It's incredible because the AI is there making sure that, look at all the questions I've asked. It's no problem. You can have access to all of them and see the questions. You get complete IDs and everything in here too. I'll probably change this to member ID, things like that. Little changes will occur. This will make life as a salesperson and as a marketer promoter much easier because Sophia is now your AI because this is all attached to you. You don't need to buy anything. You don't need to you don't need to do anything except follow up. Click on Prospect Manager and go in there. Now I can actually re-log in as a silver member. I'm getting all the postings now, transcripts and everything. If I go over here, I'll tell you what, I'll log into my other browser and I'll show you my silver membership where it does connect to the PM. Let me just go over here and log out of this one. And then I'll log in as a silver member here. This is the one where I do have a sponsored test account. It's kind of funny, actually. There we go. So if I go in here now, I'm a silver member. So I click on the AI and I go to Sophia AI and I believe I can find one here. There you go. So you see the transcript, right? And then you click C and PM. Now this is what launches. Now you're in business. You're in business. You can go to your emailers. This person is now highly active. All right. To me, that's pretty cool. That is really cool. Okay. Does anybody have any questions about this? I will have a help video up. I just need to do some more things. I like the video to be very visually accurate before I do a video and post it. Things that I would like to introduce are the possibility of course, well, I should interrupt myself. The associate also gets an email of the transcript. In that copy, we will make sure that there is a link to upgrade to silver membership. Okay, so it's not just you that gets a copy of the email and you that can see this console, but they will receive a copy of their transcript by email, because some of them have basically, well, before we did that, they said, hey, I don't remember, I want to know what we talked about. And Sophia says, I don't know what we talked about. Right? Are there any questions about this? Yes, you will be in there, Mark. Your ID is in there. For sure it is. They have full contact information about you, and I will be training Sophia to know who their sponsor is right in the chat. So if they have a question like, who's my sponsor? It will say, Mark Miller, here's his email, that sort of thing. Yeah, so there you go. Exactly. Now, important. How do we promote this sort of system to new associates? Well, number one, we're going to, of course, incorporate that into the silver presentation video. We have many, many things to do. It's like I told Sandy Hunter, our president, we're on 1 out of 10. On a scale of 1 to 10, we're at level 1 right now. We have way more work to do to make this system turn into a sales machine. Okay, so you have access to it. We're all going to build it together. Like I said many years ago, I rely on input and usage. I look at log files, I see what people are doing, and then I improve the interfaces and things like that. So we're at level 1 now. This is day 1. This isn't day 5. This is day 1. We have months of development to do, because I want this thing to become the thing that creates a business, an AI. So now, to promote this, we also do have, under training, under ad examples, a brand new page that you can use. And this was, again, I got a lot of help creating this page by AI. Tired of chasing leads, handling objections? Meet Sophia, your AI. And it's right here. You can see the page, and you can send this out immediately. Yeah, and we're going to talk about these types of pages too. Yeah, absolutely. You can do anything that you want like that. You can take this image of Sophia and have it modified. You can load it into GPT. You can have it, use it in your messages. Okay, so it's fantastic, because this page is really about what is happening in WorldProfit. We have a trained AI that never gets tired, never sleeps, and she's always there. And you're in the loop now. This just happened this morning. You're now in the loop, receiving emails and being able to, follow up with what the AI is doing. Are there any questions about that? The AI also has voice capability, right, for the associates. I've left it as a chat only for, silver and platinum members. We'll see what we can do about that in the future. Good. I plan on releasing some more modern versions of a lot of our landing pages. And we're also looking at creating a service called the AI Custom Page Builder. This is going to be probably, we may launch this as early as into October. And I want to show you what it can do for people. And these will be demos that we will handle. We will do all the work, and then we'll post it on your site. For example, let's just look at site. So I like Herculist. Okay, So I've had a site created for my affiliate link to Herculist. How's that look? You like that? This is my page, and when people click on the button, they go to my link up here. See how it says George Kosh? But have you ever seen a page that looks like this? No. It's a beautiful page. Oh, I know you do, Luther. So you'll be able to have it, but it won't be this page. It'll be something new, something exciting, maybe different colors, maybe a different background. Okay, so this is coming too. That way, when you're speaking to somebody, you can say to them, listen, if you are in an affiliate program, WorldProfit can create you an extremely unique opt-in page for any program that you're in for a small fee. Also, we can take current pages that WorldProfit has, such as this one here, WorldCoin. So do you see this page right here? It's nice. Nothing wrong with it. I built it myself. But let's look at a refurbished one that is only for George Kosh. This is only for me. WorldCoin. You see that? Very unique, very different. Something that when you send this out to SafeList, nobody else has it. You're the only one, and it looks great. And it's based on, it's like a refurbishing, right? You've got this page, and now this one's yours. Beautiful. Like, look at this, unlimited ads. As soon as you hover over them, there we go. Just for you. Okay, so this service is coming too. We want to make sure that if you're in another program, we want to support you in that other program. That's what WorldProfit is all about. It's about helping you not only in WorldProfit, but helping you in whatever program you're in. Also, we're going to be able to create ebooks for you that you can publish on Kindle, Amazon's Kindle. Actually, that's a good question, Mark. We can create more complex pages. Let's leave it at that. We can create more complex pages that, I mean, this takes effort to create something like this, right? A little more power. The AI page builder, hey, it's awesome. There's nothing wrong with it. But you've also got to do stuff. Whereas if you pay a small fee, it's just done for you. There's also that. You know, whenever I used to change my tires on my vehicle in the winter and summer, right? You put on we're in Canada, so you put on your winters, and I would jack the car up, you know, and I'd put the tires on, save $50. Can I do it? Yeah, it was fine. I kind of didn't mind. But yeah, done for you. So I brought it into the shop, and they said, you know, you roll your car in, roll it out. $50 later, your tires are changed. For a Kindle ebook. Yeah, there you go. We'll see. All I can say is we will see. We will see. Okay, so these things are coming. Sophia is huge to us. This is finally where we're at. Also, next thing, new WorldProfit VIP Insiders Group. If you are a platinum member, you will see a join link. Of course, I'm in as a platinum here. Good. And the join link will be right on the main page when you log in. It is right here. Point number 4. And I also only have Sophia on the main login page. I had it on all the pages. It was kind of silly. People were going, "Can you make that chat box smaller? It's bugging me." And I was in there this morning and I was picking around. I'm going, "How come Sophia's on every page? What's going on here?" So she is only on the main page, which is acceptable, right? Because you don't do a lot of work on the main page. You go to all the inner pages, right? Like your prospect mailer and all that stuff. Okay, so that's fixed. Same for the associates. It's only when they log in they see it. All right. Congratulations so far to our top sellers. Ivy Brinson has taken the lead. I don't know how big the lead is, but it's a lead. And we've got all the rest of the people down here. Interested in upgrading for a platinum membership? It's easy to upgrade. If you're a silver member and you want to upgrade or prepay for a year of silver, or even if you're platinum and you want to add a year, all you have to do is go over here to the left-hand menu and it will say renew or upgrade. Okay, just left menu near the top, click on renew or upgrade. And if you're a silver member, you can see it right here, renew or upgrade, and you can see your options are right here. You don't need to send in for a quote or anything like that. You will get all of these bonuses. We handle everything when you do your upgrade by hand, right? It's not just a computer doing it. Accounts takes a look, make sure that you get everything that's here. Are there any questions about any of this? So if you do have other questions and things, feel free to use the VIP group. I'm on that a lot. I'm always in there looking around. If you have questions and things like that, suggestions, go ahead and just post them in there. Don't do support in there. If you have a support thing, make sure, that you use support, because we can keep track of everything. So take it as a group where I'm making announcements, I'm showing things, I'm saying, hey, here's a new page, that kind of a thing. Okay, does anybody have any questions? We have lots of time. I see typing. You never have to rush when you're typing. So Sophia, I'm not sure what Raj is talking about. He's curious to know about your ethnic heritage. I don't know, Raj. That's a good question. Why don't you ask Sophia? Sandy Hunter, our president, says, can you give associates chatting the option to leave their phone number? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We can put that in the training and make sure that Sophia says, if you have a phone number and you'd like to have that on file, let us know. I can also have Sophia include the phone number if it's on file. Most associates we don't have phone numbers for, so we can say, hey, give us your mobile number, and we'll put that on file for you. That kind of a thing. Are there any other questions? Oh, by the way, Sophia can chat in all languages. So if you start chatting in French or whatever language, she should pick that up and then convert for you. And even the voice chat is the same way. All right. It looks like we're all looking forward to a wonderful weekend. Summer is ending. This is it. This is our last workshop of the summer. We're into fall in next week. I want everybody to do me one big favor, be patient. Send in any support tickets with concerns or anything about Sophia, you're all going to start receiving emails, and a lot of them. Some associates, they're back and forth a lot. Okay, and it's when the conversation ends. Um, I'm going to be doing some work on that too. But you could get 5 or 6 emails. But to me, as a salesperson, that means that they want to talk to you. So email them, send them a note, say, "Hey, I'm your sponsor. I'm real. Let's call me. Here's my Skype number or whatever, Teams number." I don't even know if there's Skype. Skype numbers do still exist, I think. I'm not sure. I don't know how that works. Okay. And it's like who's logged in is 1980. Sophia is 2025. All right. Because, yeah, people are logging in. Great. But this is so much more powerful. This is people that are communicating. And you all remember the Live Business Center? It was hard, right, to send a report every time somebody said something, right? Here you go, sponsor. This is what they said. Here's another thing. You know what I mean? Can't be done by a human. But this thing never gets tired. And it says, sure, here's some, oh, another one, another one, another one. Just never sleeps. Okay, so stand by for these new improved systems, and keep promoting. That's the secret to all of this. Yes, I know this is a Sunday football season, and we're all engaging more. That's absolutely right. Okay, so thank you, everybody. Like I said, if I missed something, you had a question, fill out a sport ticket, and I'll help you out. Okay, thanks.